Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing that I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Roxamore Sports Network and the largest female kickball league in Western Pennsylvania, the Steel City Kickers. Today, we have 412's finest versus the Diva Dolls. And we're going to pick up action here in the top of the third with the score 0-0. My name is Michael Costa, along with Max Keever. Max, how are you doing this afternoon?
Cool, man. I'm doing cool. You know, the weather is not too bad, so I'm easy going today, you know? So, right now I'm looking forward to seeing how this game turns out. Royalty, as we saw in the last game, came out as the victor over the Hellcats. As we would expect, Royalty came out flawless this entire season. Diva Dolls, 412 finest, are both pretty powerful teams. I'm looking forward to seeing what they got cooked up here. So far, it's 0-0.
Yeah, so just to catch you up on the action, you missed a lot of fly balls. Lots and lots of pop-outs. And before we get back into play, we just want to remind you that Roxamore and Rock's Landing presents Man on the Moon, headlined by Mr. David Mann, also known as Mr. Brown. As seen on BET's It's a Man's World and Meet the Browns. Lillian Cannon and One Eye also performing, and it's hosted by Izzy For Real. Show is September 10th, 2022 at the UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse on the campus of Duquesne University. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7:30. For tickets, please visit www.rockcomedyshow.com for details.
Seems like we got a little bit of a, what would you say?
Presentation going on here.
Presentation going on, okay. Yeah, right now some athletes, younger gentlemen on the field in burgundy shirts and a gentleman in a wheelchair. I'm not really too sure what the event is, but right now there's a little bit of a pause in the game. I wish we had the details so we could give you kind of some information about it, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports broadcast. It is always a pleasure covering these games for you. If you want to have any special encouragement for the athletes, be sure to leave your encouragement in the comments section. I don't know if you guys, or the athletes, look at the broadcast afterwards, but...
Or if you want to tell us that we're doing a terrible job, you can do that as well. We won't take it personally.
Hey, we have a tendency to mess up some names here and there, so be sure to kind of shout us out when we mess up somebody's name. It's Clarence!
And Max, the fly-out party is continuing here in the top of the third. The majority of the outs so far have all been flyouts, and I'm actually here for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the catches have been pretty, it's good, you know? It's just the best word I could come up with. It's, you know, they have the eyes on the prize, they're in the right position. The grip, I mean, obviously the grip is everything when it comes to catching the ball. Just Just like that. Just like that. Number 38 from the Diva Dolls. That is...
It's actually 88.
88.
And that is Aaron. That is one of the higher numbers in this league, and I'm a big fan of that. I like that number a lot.
Yeah, 2 even numbers. Can't go wrong.
And there's one of our first fly balls that was not caught. That's why you do it. That's why you kick it underneath and get it high up in the air. Leave another pop fly foul ball. Pitch in by Kelly. Another foul ball. So T. Lee up the bat is down to her final strike.
And we are here in the top of the third, 0-0. Diva Dolls have the field, and
to me it was forced out on the base pass. So your score at the end of 2.5 innings remains 412 Finest 0, Diva Dolls 0. And this gives us a chance to catch our breath and finally slow down into the action.
Yeah, if you guys were watching the last bit of the last stream, I was interviewing the players from Royalty, and the game kind of started off in the background a little bit. So yeah, this game started sooner than we expected, but here we are, and man, what a magnificent game it is. I mean, I kind of expected this. I mean, 412's Finest, they're a powerful team, and so is the Diva Dolls. They're both well established in the area. I mean, people know them. You know, they practice a lot. We've seen them in previous games. They don't lag. They don't lag. Neither team lags. And it's certainly showing right now here in the early game, as we are here in the bottom of the third, 0-0.
Diva Dolls now with one runner on first base. Solid defense there by 412's Finest to get that ball to the pitcher immediately, which means the runner cannot advance. She gets on first, but she ain't leaving first.
And, ooh, a little bit of a slippery ball there. He gets the Diva Dolls to second base. She's just itching to make a run for it, that Kelly, but she stays on second base.
Yeah, she's trying to goat 412 Finest and maybe overthrowing the ball and get her a run.
And she doesn't take the risk. She just stays behind. Okay.
And that ball was foul. And now that they got some runners on, now Diva Dolls are starting that bunt strategy that we have seen early on. So now is not the time, especially with a couple runners on. Now's not the time to just keep on flying in the air. Will you get lucky and possibly get on base? And, of course, as they do that,
Yeah.
she misses. And now Kelly's going to run to third.
Safe.
Smart base running here.
Absolutely. Yes. Good catch there by 412's Finest, but
Yeah,
Diva Dolls, second and third base, held down.
Yeah, Worm secured that ball, made sure she got the out. Unfortunately, she missed Kelly trying to get back on second. So now Diva Dolls with a pop fly ball, right field. Worm runs it back, makes another catch, and smartly runs it in. Don't take the chance. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Smart defense there by Worm.
Yeah, man, she was on it. I mean, if you're falling off a building, you want to be right up in her arms. I mean, she knows where the ball's going to fall, and she catches it real easily, just like that. 412's Finest hits the ball in their hands and pushes the Diva Dolls back out on the field.
Yeah, Ebo ends the third inning with a solid catch there. All the action went to the left fielder, like the 2 left fielders. And I'll tell you what, smart defense, solid defense. Now we're in the top of the fourth. As we've mentioned, this game is flying as Ebo grounds out to Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, good passing strategy and speed there by the Diva Dolls. That's the first out here in the top of the fourth.
So we did run a little late with that first game. So shout out to 412's Finest and Diva Dolls for flying through this so we can get back on track.
Indeed, indeed. And, all right. 4-1-2 finest made it to first base. It looked like, yep, that is correct. My eyes are on the players and on the ball, not so much on the referee sometimes. But right now, 4-1-2's finest holding down first base.
Solid catch there by Beth, which brings us 2 outs in top of the 4th.
Still holding down first base. That pitch is no good. Right now, 9, Kelly serving the pitch here to 4-1-2 finest.
That might be considered from the Diva Dolls standpoint the perfect pitch. Too bouncy to kick and right over the plate. Kelly winds and pitches. One towards first. And close play at second, but she's safe.
Yeah. Just by a fraction, she made it there. A sigh of relief for 4-1-2's finest. And that ball looks like it's a sure thing, and that it is. As they pit the threat back in the closet. And Diva Dolls get ready for the kick.
Yeah, Chance took no chance on that play as she ends the top of the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, the eyes are just absolutely in line with the hands in this game. I mean, there's not a whole lot of slipping, out of hands when it comes to this ball. They're just making the connection, and it's working to their benefit tremendously as no points have been made thus far.
And she's out at first base.
First out for the bottom of the 4th, 0-0.
And Mooney was not able to get out of the way of the ball. It was a close, little sloppy play, but hey, he got the out. That's all that matters.
And she's chugging it. She's chugging it. And she's making a run for second base, third base.
Yeah, Chelsea, so little, we have one of the coaches or fans actually yelling, touch the base for 4-1-2's finest. She did run, but as Worm's going to make the catch. And we have we're going to have the run scores, but they could challenge this.
And
they could challenge, I think they're going to. And she's safe.
Okay, first point.
It was a very close play. It looked like Chelsea may have left a little early before that ball was caught, but the umpire deemed she did not.
Yeah.
So bottom of the 4th with 2 outs, Diva Dolls 1, 4-1-2 finest 0.
Yeah, I was questioning that myself. I was thinking it was a little bit too soon to be celebrating for the Diva Dolls there, but they did make a point nonetheless. That is the first point here at the top of the 5th.
All right.
The bottom of the 4th.
All right, Max, now it's time to pay some bills. We will return right here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network and the largest women's kickball league in Webster, Pennsylvania, the Steel City Kickers League, where we have the Diva Dolls leading 412's finest 1-0. Max, while we have this chance, tell us about what's going on September 10th.
All right, Mike. So coming up in September, it's the Roxamore and Rox Landing presents Man on the Moon. Headliner David Mann, also known as Mr. Brown, as seen on BET's It's a Man's World and Meet the Browns, for the rock comedy show featuring One Eye, Lillian Cannon, hosted by Izzy For Real. And this is going to be at the UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, 1304 Forbes Avenue, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, September 10th, 2022. Now, the doors open at 6:30 p.m., but the show starts at 7:30 p.m. And if you want to check this show out, get information on it, go to www.rockcomedyshow.com for tickets and details. Check it out now because tickets are flying fast. And this is a family-friendly event, so be sure to include the family in. But we do have some adult content on the live stream. Well, not live stream, but if you go to Roxamore Sports Live on YouTube, you can find formal coverage of comedy shows in the past that have adult content. So back to the game now, Mike. Diva Dolls going against 412's finest, and in the last round we saw the Diva Dolls win a point. So it's now 1-0 in a very stagnant game it has been so far, because I mean the strategy from both teams has been amazing. I mean they've been catching this ball, especially Warm from 412's finest. I mean, Warm has really been on it. Right now, 412's finest has made it to third base, making a run for third base, and bam, it's tied.
No, actually,
no.
Max, don't mean to interrupt you there. Some sloppy base running by 412's finest does cost them a run, kills their rally. It's now the bottom of the fifth. Diva Dolls still lead 1-0. And not to step all over you, but the pace of this game, we're going to have to step on each other's toes. And we're good enough friends where we know that's what you got to do.
Understandably so. I'm just always itching to see that one decent run in there. My eyes are usually on the players, but as I always say, the referee has better eyes than I do.
And Tanita made a smart play there to throw the batter out. And this is...
Oh, yeah.
Max, I can't help but laugh. This is incredible. This is the pace of this game.
Yeah, that ball was just a short thing. She caught that with ease.
Now, battles of the pitchers, and this one goes to Tanita.
Yep.
And like I said, we don't mean to laugh. This is the fastest kickball game we've ever seen.
Absolutely. Yeah, 412's finest, they're really good with catching that ball. I mean, I've not seen it slip. I think about one time I saw them slip out of their hands, but for the most part, their grip, it's in there. It's a done deal. And
the run the Diva Dolls got was on an overthrow to first base as Chelsea advanced from first to third on that overthrow. So it's not by lack of defense, just one mistake cost them. And I think we actually see the umpire here trying to slow the pace down a little bit.
Yeah.
As I said, it's overwhelming for us here at the broadcast booth and everyone else on the field.
Oh, man. I mean, they're giving it their all in all. I mean, you got to respect that. I mean, both teams, they're here to win. They've been practicing, and, no practice is really a waste of time, but, I mean, they want to put some value to that practice here in this game. So it's completely understandable. Right now, the Diva Dolls lead by 1 point, but, it's not too bad. So I can safely say this is about anyone's game, right, Mike?
Oh, my goodness gracious, 100%. And I said both teams are running the same strategy of just trying to get as many balls as they can up in the air. And like I said, it has worked a little bit, but if you're Diva Dolls, don't kick it in Worm's direction out in left field.
Absolutely.
She is a vacuum out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's been making these catches. She's been the absolute deflator in, the momentum. I mean, every time it seems like the Diva Dolls are about to rise and shine, she just puts the lid over them. And just like that, number 27 from the Diva Dolls, that is Ebony. She catches the ball.
And now the last bat in the bottom of the 5th was a battle of the pitchers. Top of the 6th, first at bats, battle of the pitcher. Pitcher wins both times.
And, ooh. Yes. Yeah, she played it safe, stayed on first base. Looked like she had a little bit of time to make it to second base, but, I mean, maybe she saw something I didn't see, and she just decided to stay on first base.
Yeah, T. Lee made the smart play there to not advance just because you're down 1 run. You cannot take that chance unless you are 100%, because the only way you're scoring runs is if you get runners on base.
Good perspective there, Mike, and looks like she has a chance. Nope. Hey, what? Safe. Yeah, well, she stays on first base. Number 17 on the other hand.
Yeah, T. Lee wandered. She wandered off first base, got caught in no man's land. But luckily, she was able to get back, as Beth unfortunately dropped the ball at first base. Kelly winds and pitches. Ball's put in play. Oh, an overthrow. T. Lee advances to third. Another very close play. And it's 4-1-2. First time they've got a runner past second base this game.
Yes, the water is rising. Right now, 4-1-2's finest has a chance to kind of tie things up, but we shall see. Bases are loaded right now for 4-1-2's finest.
So this way, just get the ball in play. There's 2 outs. You want to just get it, hit it where they ain't. And that's going to, at a minimum, tie this game. And she gets back to the pitcher.
Oh. And such potential down the drain. As Diva Dolls catch the ball and pit 4-1-2's finest back out on the field. Now it's the Diva Dolls' chance to make the kick here. And they have a chance to widen the gap or keep things stagnant.
As we've mentioned, word of advice for Diva Dolls. Do not kick it to left field. Worm is roaming out there.
Exactly, and that is number 7, Worm. You got to watch out for her. She's been making some excellent catches. Right now, Diva Dolls here for the kick. The kick is no good. Well, the pitch is no good, rather. No kick was made. But, there we go. Fair enough. And caught by number 38, if I'm looking at that correctly.
And that is Hunter. So Hunter and Worm locking down that left field.
Yeah, excellent work there yet again by 4-1-2's finest. Not exactly sure if they practice for catching particularly, but, I mean, it certainly does look like that.
Yeah, they're putting that work in on off days, and it's paying dividends here. They may be losing, but it's only 1 run, and without that defense...
Let's see what we got going on. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
D thought she had a hit there, but it was ruled foul. And she comes back again for the play. Close play. She ran down the base very fast. Unfortunately, it was all for naught. And now she's going to get to go to first base anyway. So all that hustle just to make it to first base on the very next pitch.
Oh, and beautifully caught there.
K with the catch.
Absolutely. And just one more for 4-1-2's finest, and they can put the threat back in the closet. But right now, the Diva Dolls hold second base. Let's see what they do with this one.
So
she progresses down to third base.
So there was an appeal at first. The umpire ruled that runner was safe. We see the Diva Dolls trying to advance to third, but for no avail. They're like, yeah, nice try. You're going to have to go back to third.
Right.
That ball is foul.
So now it's actually second base. Diva Dolls hold down. That is number 7, D from the Diva Dolls.
Yeah, D tried to be sneaky and get to third, but the umpire said, I see you, D. Nice try. Get back to second base.
That was worth a shot, though, nonetheless.
Yeah, listen, add to your lead. Why not? We mentioned it last game. Try. Like I said, big brain moves. They may not work, but the intent is there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just like the intent by Tanita there was to throw a perfect pitch, and she did for the strike. No.
And Wom does it yet again. All right. Look at that. 4-1-2's fine is back for the kick. And no points made again since the last time the Diva Dolls got 1 point. So it's 1-0.
And Max, it feels like we've been here for 5 minutes, but we're already heading to another break. Your score going into the final inning. Diva Dolls 1, 412's finest 0. We'll return right after these messages. And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network here at the Steel City Kickers in Arsenal Park in Lawrenceville. Top of the 7th with the score Diva Dolls 1, 412 finest 0. Max, tell us what's coming up on September 10th at the UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse.
Okay, so we got the Roxamore and Rox Landing presents Man on the Moon. Headliner, David Mann, also known as Mr. Brown, as seen on It's a Man's World and Meet the Browns, for the rock comedy show starring One Eye, Lillian Cannon, and hosted by Izzy For Real. Coming in September 10th, 2022 at the UPMC Fieldhouse. Now, the doors open at 6:30, but the show starts at 7:30. Now, if you want to see the show live, in person, head to www.rockcomedyshow.com for tickets and details. Be sure to buy them now because tickets are selling fast, and it is a family-friendly event. Now, back to the game.
You're watching little brother Johnny? Bring him down for a nice little event. And you can go tour the brand new UPMC Cooper Fieldhouse, which was formerly the A.J. Palumbo Center.
Mike, you have the facts, and I don't know where you get them from, man.
There's 2 things I'm good at. Announcing and remembering random sports facts.
I love it. I love it. That's all we have you. Beautiful connection.
Chance doesn't take the chance of letting that ball fall to the ground. Yes, I know I've made that joke before, but sometimes you just got to grab the low-hanging fruit.
Hey, from a botanist perspective, low-hanging fruit's sometimes the ripest fruit, right?
So, Max, this is something I didn't even realize. This is the last out for 412's finest, as that pesky top of the fence gets in his way.
Yeah,
So all the hopes for 412's finest, they lie on Mira. And she bunts, and she knew it was coming.
Yeah.
She knew the throw was coming, and she braced for it, and that will end the game. Your final score from Arsenal Park here in the Steel City Kickers League, Diva Dolls 1, 412's finest, 0. Max, your impressions and overall thoughts on this game.
You know, like I always say, I'm always an optimist. I'm always, I never root for any team, but I'm always looking forward to seeing the bottom team kind of tie things up. I was looking for 412's finest to kind of climb back up on the ladder there. I mean, they were making some great kicks and great catches. I mean, the catches was really working to their advantage, and I was thinking maybe they had a chance to turn things around, but Diva Dolls, you know, you really can't argue with the results. Their passing was great. Their eyes were on the ball. Their eyes were on each other when it comes to, sending the ball to one of the bases and knocking the other player out. Great performance by Diva Dolls yet again as they come out the victor in this match.
And we will be right back with an interview from 2 players on the winning team. After that, we'll have our 3rd game of the evening, the main event versus the Renegades. Don't go anywhere.
Don't stop. Go and clap your hands, make that thing go pop. Take 2 steps back, then wiggle with it, jiggle with it. 2 steps now, wiggle with it, jiggle with it. Baby in the mood, go ahead, don't stop. Go and clap your hands, make that thing go pop. Take 2 steps back, then wiggle with it, jiggle with it. 2 steps now, wiggle with it, jiggle with it. Baby on the floor, Ruby on the sweat. Baby tryna do it, yeah, tryna break a neck. I can always do it, yeah, but I get respect. And I get the money, yeah, I get the text, so seems flossing. I stay bossing. See how I do it, cause the boy Rick